Hi, Tom here with this week's Circle Line Art School video, how to draw the Millennium Falcon, the famous Star Wars ship. The first step in this drawing is to draw a simple oval at an angle. The next step is to draw the forward mandibles, the bits that stick out of the front of the Millennium Falcon. Next, draw a centre to the oval ellipse that we started with. And then I think we could draw the circle for the sensor dish. When the Millennium Falcon is coming towards you, the sensor dish will be on the right hand side and then the cockpit will be on the left hand side. So now I'll just add the cockpit onto the left of my drawing. So at this stage in the drawing, in under a minute, we've got the basic shape of the Millennium Falcon, but probably we haven't got anything exactly right. So I'll use an eraser and clear up the image a little bit and try and correct things now that I've got several things on the go. So now, once we've got some basic sense of the proportions of the Millennium Falcon, I'll start to add a little bit more detail. So I'll start over here on the left with the escape pod, which goes from left to right. There are two of them, one on either side of the Millennium Falcon. So now I'll just draw a little bit more to the sensor dish and the right hand side of the Millennium Falcon. And then at each stage, each time I do a little bit of drawing or a line, I try to look at it in relation to the rest of the ship. So at this stage I'll speed the drawing along for a little while. The basic step that I'm doing is keeping the general shape of the Millennium Falcon intact, putting on some of the larger details, but not going into any smaller fine details at this stage, because I want to keep putting in the mid-size objects for as long as possible. I will erase some of the lines I don't need anymore, because I have the basic structure of the Millennium Falcon, and all the mid-sized shapes are in place. So the next step will be to add some of the lines of the armor plating and the equipment access bays, the circles, and some of the tubes. In fact, all of the details can go in now because we've got the structure in which to place them. This stage of adding in the detail to your drawing of the Millennium Falcon should take a little while. For me, the whole drawing took about an hour from start to finish. The materials I used in this drawing were a pencil and an eraser, and then later on in the drawing I'll use some thin black pens and some black and grey Pro Marker pens for the block shading. So now, hopefully in this drawing you can see the importance of doing the basic shapes first and getting those right before you put on the details. And then once you put on the details, you can find that you can put on even smaller details, which will make the whole ship look even larger and more detailed, because it's got smaller, intricate details within it. So I think this drawing now is ready for some tonal work, and rather than use a pencil this time, I'm going to use a Pro Marker pen. I've got several of them of different shades of grey and black, so they're very good for blocking in the basic tones. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you find it useful for your own drawing. There are now over 100 of my videos of how to draw on my YouTube channel, which is called Circle Line Art School. If you liked this drawing and found it useful for your own drawing, please leave a comment and subscribe and give it a like on the like button. If there are any other subjects that you'd like me to draw next, please click on the comments and tell me what you'd like to see. Thank you very much. If you'd like to click on one of the annotations at the end of this video, you can see more of my perspective drawings. Thank you for watching and see you next time.